Hello, hi, welcome to my backyard, part of it. There's a rooster behind me, so if you hear anything weird, he's right out of frame right here, taking a bath. Hopefully he doesn't attack me during this. Yeah, hi. Today's gonna be a little bit different than my usual vlogs because I have to do some repotting. I just got home. Oh, so much dog hair. I just got home from my trip last, technically I got home on Thursday. It's currently Monday. You'll be watching this on Tuesday, but I took Arnon to the airport Saturday and then had people around. So today's kind of feels like my first actual day back from the trip because I just was busy up until yesterday. And I even have been busy all day so far. So I thought, I have to do some repotting. Why not film a vlog while I do it? I know it's not my usual content, but maybe you guys will like it. It's going to be a little bit, of like a weird, I wonder if I move this, if you guys can start seeing them. Yeah, there goes Louise, and I don't know what they're doing back there. Pearl, get out of his butt. Pearl, what are you doing? Pearl is the little golden chicken who's checking out the rooster's butt. Now the rooster's checking me out, but I have a weapon if I need it because he's very aggressive. He's a very aggressive rooster. Okay, so I haven't talked anything what I plan on talking about. I'm just giving warnings. He might come at me during this video. He likes to catch me when I'm least aware. Yeah, I have a lot of repotting to do. These are all my cuttings that need to be potted. I wanted to pot them in June or July, but because I was going to be gone for all of July, freshly potted cuttings need a little bit more TLC and monitoring, so I was like, they're just gonna have to wait till August when I get back. Yeah, today's August 1st. That's fun. All right. Welcome to my backyard. Yeah, so they're going off on their own adventure. Maybe the ducks will walk through at some point so you guys can see them. But anyways, it's August 1st. I need to do some repotting. I just got back from I think it was technically 21 days away from the computer. I was away from home for a good 2.5 weeks of that. But yeah, oh, I dropped my stick. This is gonna be just pure chaos, I think. I just need this to sit here. Okay. But yeah, how have you guys been? How are you guys doing? I got some unfortunate news that the Guild Wars 2 10th anniversary and Final Fantasy 6.2 look like they're going to be the same day. Same day. So that's fun. Luckily, the Guild Wars 2 10th anniversary stuff is just not going to be a whole lot of active things, but I wanted to check out the sales because they always do good sales on the anniversaries, and this is the 10th year. Can you go away? Leave me alone. I'm gonna repot this geranium first because it's gonna be easy. They think I have snacks. I don't have any snacks. So I'm a little bit nervous about that, but I am excited for 6.2. I'm not sure what kind of content I'll make around it, but hopefully I'll be able to make some. But in terms of content, I have one video. I have videos scheduled Thursdays through September, but I do have to start working on what I want to put out on Tuesdays. This is going to be my first August Tuesday video. And then after that, I'm kind of trying to think what I want to make because I didn't really do a whole lot of thinking about that while I was gone. I just did anxiously thinking about it, not any real thinking about it. But I don't know. What do you guys want to see? I've thought about doing a book haul video, which I know is not really my usual content, but neither is this. I have one other plant video on my channel from a while ago. Back when I was first getting into plants. I don't think I could actually make plant content on the regular. I do my best to avoid plant content lately. I don't need any more motivation. I already have like 300 houseplants. I don't need any more. I'm about to repot cuttings from them. It's taken over my life. But I thought about doing a book haul because on the trip we went to like so many bookstores, way more than I thought we were going to go to, because I didn't know Arnon was also into bookstores. Maybe he isn't, maybe he was just doing it for me, but regardless, we went to a local one, but I don't think I got anything there. And then we went to Powell's in Portland and I got some stuff there. And then we went to downtown Bend has 2 bookstores. They have like a cafe and a cafe bookstore, and then they have like a comic book store, like with like games and stuff. And we went to the comic one twice. And I got way too many things at those stores. And then we went to where did we even go? Let's see. So the trip, I guess I'll just start with that before I'll get back to the book stuff in a little bit. I think you look okay. All right, that one's done. I don't want it to be down where it is, so I don't trust the ducks not to come and eat it. They don't eat geraniums though. So now I have this little syngonium I'm gonna pot up. I got it today. It was like $4. See, I just get got with plants at the stores. Hopefully it'll live happily. Syngoniums can be a little bit bratty, but it's a pot in a pot. So we stayed out in the area that I live in. He got here on Friday. We spent Friday in Portland East Side. Went to a couple little breweries and stuff, but what we found is that I can't drink beer. It puts me like literally straight to sleep, like zonks immediately. And he isn't like a huge beer connoisseur. So we went to a couple breweries that I knew had stuff wouldn't put me to sleep, because like, go away, sours won't put me to sleep, but regular beer 100%. I'm out. Outie like a light. So we went to a couple breweries. Hopefully that didn't like mess anything up. I just got a phone call. Stupid spam calls. But we went to some breweries, got some food, and then we headed back out to the area where I live, which is the Willamette Valley. And we spent Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday out here. We did some wine tasting. We went to some McMinimans and just kind of hung out. Went to like a little local live music event. Just some fun stuff like that. Little things. This guy's all done. So cute. And do I want to keep these? I kind of like to keep the little taggies. So then that Wednesday we headed into Portland. We were supposed to go to a concert, but I wasn't really comfortable with big events inside. I'm just generally not comfortable with much right now. But we opted not to go to the concert. We kind of walked around Portland. We went to Powell's, got some books, and we spent Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in Portland, which we think was maybe like 2 days too many. One day we did go to the zoo and the Japanese garden and the rose garden, which was really cool. A whole day's worth of stuff right there. But I do think we could have spent like, if I did the trip again, I would plan it slightly different, because I planned this whole trip and came up with the routes and everything, and most of the places we went, it was a lot of effort on my part. I have high decision-making fatigue right now. All right, so this is a chia pence. So Monday we headed out of Portland to Hood River, which is a cute little town on the I can never remember what rivers we have It's like a big river, and the name is completely escaping me right now. It's like the big river. I don't know. Anyways, you can go like we watched people do like cool wind surfing and stuff. So that was a lot of fun. I'm trying to group these guys so I know how many pots I need. So we spent a day out there. We kind of wish we'd had a second day there just because the place we were staying was so nice and chill and relaxing. It would have been nice to have a second day to just kind of be out of, just like enjoy being out of the city environment. And then after that we headed to Mount Hood. And we were unfortunately spent too long in Hood River that day because he wanted to take this like ski lift up that'll take you to the top, like the 7,000 foot mark of Mount Hood, something like that. But it closed at 2, which felt kind of early for the summer, but it is what it is. So it closed. I don't even know what this plant is. I think I'm taking you back inside. You're gonna stay in the water for a little bit longer. Closed at 2, which felt really early for the summer, and it felt like everything was closing at 2 except for the restaurants. So we didn't get up there until 2, so we didn't get to go on the like tram thingy, which I'm fine with, but I know he was excited about it. I have issues with heights. I'm not necessarily like afraid of heights, but I get really bad vertigo. So when there's like nothing there, or even if it's like slatted, I constantly feel like I'm falling over, and sometimes I do fall over. So like one day we went to Multnomah Falls, which is a beautiful waterfall and like path and stuff. What are you? I don't know. You'll get your own pot. And I told him I shouldn't take the trail, and he was like, no, you'll be fine. Spoiler alert, I was not fine. I was not fine. Even though the trail was really short, a lot of it was just like no like wall or anything, and it wasn't like a steep fall, but because there was nothing there, I constantly felt like I was about to fall over. Like that feeling when you miss a step and you're like, you think you're falling. That's how I felt the whole time. So that sucked. But anyways, we went up to Mount Hood, and we couldn't take the tram, but we still could like enjoy the what is it called? It's not a resort, it's something else. The lodge. We got to enjoy the lodge up there, and we had like some drinks up there and walked around some of the walking trails before we headed out to stay in like a little place outside of off the mountain. Ooh, I just bumped it. I'm sorry. Hopefully it didn't like skew it too much. But that was fun. Oh, I keep thinking a spider's getting me, but it's just the microphone cord. Come on, be free. Thank you. These are not the things they're gonna get planted in, but it is what it is. Oh my god, I have so many different kinds of plants here. But after we did Mount Hood, we headed down to Bend. That's when we went to Bend. You get to stay right here. This is my Mexicanum. I'm so glad that it rooted as well as it did, because it's a beautiful plant, and the mother plant is doing really well too. So now I'm gonna have a couple smaller ones. Very exciting. Oh my god, this is getting overwhelming. But we went to Bend, and we stayed in Bend for a few days. I think we did 3 or 4 days in Bend, and I love Bend, Oregon. When we stayed in downtown Bend, which is somewhere I've never really stayed before, my family always stays like just outside of Sun River, which is like a resort town down there. We don't stay in Sun River, but we stay outside of it. Just because it's a little easier than if you want to go to the mountain or whatever, and my brothers are all about that. But we stayed in downtown Bend, and it was kind of fun because whenever I go with my family, they just want to do a lot of breweries and stuff, but neither of us really wanted to do any breweries. So we got to do like, find like cute little craft cocktail bars, or just go to the bookstores multiple times. And there was another like live music event in the park. What are you? Mystery guy. He can go with the other mystery guy for now. Ooh, this This is the tiniest little spider plant baby. Okay, now all that's left is trash. Okie dokie. So we stayed in Bend for a couple of days. It was really fun. We didn't do like as much hiking as I wanted because it was like 100 degrees. It's been really hot here. Today's the first day that I actually feel comfortable just being alive outside. We're having a spider problem, so I'm constantly on edge. Hopefully the lighting's not too bad right now with the sun and stuff. I don't care. Should I put this in the duck pot? I don't think so. I think the duck pot needs something other. Well, maybe it would be cute in here. We'll decide this later. I'll do an easier one first. I say it and then I don't know what I want to pot places. Let's take the koala and do a trade. Yeah, this is a koala pot. This is a Monstera deliciosa, but I'm not gonna pot it in here. I mean, it would probably do really well in this pot, but I think I'm gonna pot my chia pens in here. I think they would look cuter. I can't decide if I want to pot these guys separately and have 2 more chia pens, or just do 2 and make like one big one. Let's just do them together. Real estate's already hard enough to come by in my plant areas, but so we did Bend for a couple of days. It was a lot of fun. Definitely recommend. I always recommend Bend though. My dad's trying to get me to move to Bend because he wants somebody to live there so he can have a reason to like go down there more often and like have a place to stay. He should just get a vacation home or something. I'm not gonna live down there. It snows there. I don't want to deal with that. But after Bend, we went to a Renaissance fair, which was my first ever Renaissance fair. So much fun. And we did that in Silverton, which I almost went back yesterday just to do one more. Oh, sorry if that was loud. Just to do one more day at the Renaissance fair, but I opted not to. Somebody's just getting home. Oh, it's my dad. I might have to cut this video and pick it back up in a couple minutes while he's coming home because the dogs are gonna go crazy. I just have to remember I left off at Renaissance fair. I don't know, I think that's kind of cute. Maybe not as cute as I thought it was gonna be, but we can work with it. We can work with it. Guys, editing yellow here. Fun times. The rest of the vlog got corrupted or didn't save or something. Like, I think my phone is full, and instead of telling me that it wasn't saving, it just told me it was recording for 20 minutes and then didn't save it. It saved like the first 5 seconds of the second video and then was like, goodbye. Even though I sat out there recording for another 20 minutes. So I don't think this is going to be that long because I'm tired. I already did this. Yeah, so I think I said we went to the Renaissance fair. After the Renaissance fair, we headed out to the coast. We went to Newport. Our days got a little bit messed up because we were supposed to go to the Renaissance fair on Saturday, but it was full to capacity, no more parking. So we had to go on Sunday. So if we had known that, we would have planned things differently, but we didn't know until we were already at the Renaissance fair that it was closed. They had only like posted that it was full within the last like 30 minutes of us arriving, so it's not even like we could have like really planned around it. But it was the first time at that new location for this Renaissance fair, and probably the first time they'd done it in a couple of years. So they weren't prepared for the amount of people that were coming out to it in terms of parking. So we were supposed to go Saturday and then head to the coast Sunday and do the aquarium on Sunday, but we ended up doing Renaissance fair Sunday and then heading to the coast and doing aquarium on Monday, which if you're in the Oregon area, I highly recommend the Oregon Coast Aquarium. Really nice aquarium, super cool. You get to walk through a tunnel with like sharks and stuff. It was really, really cool. But then we had to do a 3-hour drive up the coast. Bad planning on my part. So we went up the coast. We stopped every hour. I picked a spot. So we stopped in Lincoln City to go to a Harry Potter cafe just to see how I saw it on TikTok and I wanted to see if it was as cute in real life. It is pretty cute. But I don't know. I feel really weird doing anything Harry Potter related since J.K. Rowling is a terrible person. But it was cute. We got a good latte. And then we went up to Tillamook and just kind of stopped there for the sake of stopping just to get out of the car. We went to Pelican Brewing and had wine, which always feels weird. But like I said earlier, I can't drink beer unless it's the end of the day. Unless I'm like ready to fall asleep, I can't drink beer. But then we made the final like drive up to Seaside to stay in a cute little inn there. I really like Seaside. It's one of my favorite coastal towns. I think that Astoria has it beat, but I think it's still a cute town. But we spent the next day with family, and then the day after that we spent in Seaside, and then drove up to Astoria and kind of wandered around Astoria in the evening. Editing Mallow yet again because I wanted to show off the video of Spooky Seaside, so it should be in here somewhere. I forgot to say to talk about it. I think there's a spot I'm slotting this in. Could be they're watching. Ow, watching a video. Ouch. We were supposed to do 2 full days in Astoria, well, 2 nights in Astoria, but we opted to skip out on our second night and head back to where I'm from, the Willamette Valley, to spend time with family. And I don't regret it, but then the power went out that night, and it was like 100 degrees, so that really sucked. Kind of at that point we were like, man, we really miss our place on the coast where it's only like 80 degrees tops right now. But it was a fun trip. I took him to the airport on Saturday. Again, it is Monday now. Yeah, kind of a bummer, but that is the way of long distance stuff, how it goes. But yeah, so in terms of what you can expect on this channel going forward, I do have my End of Dragons. Yeah, my Guild Wars 2 End of Dragons playthrough is already scheduled through most of September at this point, and I have a few more episodes to edit, so that's going to go for a really long time. And I didn't want to do more than one of those a week because it is, Cubby, come on, because it is such, the videos are so long. I don't want to release 2 like hour-long Guild Wars 2 videos a week because I'm doing like minimal editing on those. I think I'm even only really editing 1 because I'm cutting out an end section that's unnecessary. But those will be coming out every Thursday, as far as I am aware. And so I have to decide what I'm doing on Tuesdays. This is going to be my first August Tuesday video. I think next week might be a book haul. Just for fun, because people were like, I didn't know you read manga. I can't remember if I already talked about this on this vlog. I can't remember if I did this in the first half or the second half, but on Twitter I talked about the books I got, and people were like, I didn't know you read manga, and I'm like, I do, but I guess I do it secretly, and I don't read like a whole lot because it's hard for me to justify spending that much on a book that's only going to take me like an hour to read through. But I really, there are some that are worth it for me. You know, it's hard for me to start a new series, I think is what it is, but okay. Anyway, so I think that's going to be next Tuesday, unless something else happens in the gaming sphere. I just don't have a lot going on in Final Fantasy at the moment because we're in the middle. We're near, I mean, like, we have about a month until 6.2, and then I'll have stuff to do. But right now I kind of only have, like, relic stuff. I just don't have anything interesting to do in Final Fantasy. I have one video idea to make, that I do want to work on, but it's going to take a little bit of like time and effort on my part to kind of get everything ready for it. So please look forward to that one. And then I don't really know what to make for Guild Wars 2, especially since I already have a Guild Wars 2 video coming out every week. So now might be a good time for me to start doing videos of smaller games that I have. Oh, the glare. Like I have a horse riding game I want to make a video of. I think that'll be fun. And a couple other like little games that might be fun to put up let's plays or compilation videos of. I have a couple mobile horse games. Would you guys want to watch that? I don't know. They pretty ridiculous. But then I also have like dislike to make content for. I can't remember if I already talked about this, so there might be a cut here if I'm editing and I'm like, I already talked about this, but I fully intended to make dislike content while I was on the trip, but my laptop couldn't play it, couldn't run it. It was super laggy, even on the like lowest settings. My laptop is just like a piece of garbage, and it can't run Genshin. It's just so weird because it can run Black Desert, and it can run like Final Fantasy, but it cannot run Genshin, and it can't run Dislike. So I don't know. I don't understand. So I fully intended to make Dislike videos while I was on vacation, but it didn't happen. Like I took my microphone and my webcam even, and I just couldn't run it. So I did all my like my pulls off camera, obviously, and I went to Pity, which I only ever do apparently when I'm not filming. But I went to Pity and I did get Zora, so that was exciting. I don't know how I feel about the new banner. I mean, I think that new like 5-star fighter dude is supposed to be pretty OP, so I would not hate to get him. But I don't know, I have to watch some more videos about it because I've just been so out of the loop. I barely watched any YouTube. I barely did anything while I was gone. Like I missed a couple days of Dislike, which is always painful to me because I'm a big believer in login every day just to at least get your daily login reward. But what can you do? Yeah, so that's kind of a little bit of a roundabout way of talking about what to expect on this channel. In that I don't know what you can expect. I don't know. Um, I'm like thinking, I'm trying to think of some stuff. I didn't do a whole lot of thinking over the trip. I just did worrying, anxiously thinking. I was like talking to Arn and I'm like, I need to start making a list of stuff I want to do when I get back. And he was like, don't even think about it right now. And I'm like, but if I don't write it down when I think of it, I'm never gonna remember it again. So, anyways, I need to start brainstorming some ideas again because I think I used up a lot of my ideas just to fill July while I was gone. So, yeah, hopefully I can come up with some stuff. I could do a Go Wars 2 account tour, but I promise you nothing has really changed since the last one that I did. Yeah, I don't know. I have to do some thinking and like looking at content and like what I can do. I don't know if I'm gonna go back to my Heaven's Word playthrough because it doesn't seem like a very popular playthrough and the audio is messed up on what would be the next couple of episodes. So I'm just kind of like, I might just do that like offline, just enjoy that playthrough without recording it from here forward, just because it doesn't matter. Like, if it's not gonna get like any views, I don't feel like it's worth my time to record it when I could put that time into literally anything else. Which is also why I stopped my Elden Ring stuff. I do kind of want to restart the Elden Ring series as a co-op and go from there, but I also want to play Elder Scrolls and I also want to play like other small games. So I just have a lot of things I want to do, but I don't really know what to do with that footage when I have it, I still intend to do one more Sims playthrough video, but I don't know exactly when that's going to happen. I want to play through because I want to see my stupid mate and see what it's like to have a baby werewolf, but I feel like that's like 2 more episodes. I don't know. I just should have done it before the trip. I should have just played it and gotten it edited and up, but I'm a baddie and I didn't do it, so we'll see. I think everybody's moved on to the high school pack, but I don't know when I'm going to pick that one up because I don't know when I feel like getting back into Sims again, I don't know. I don't know what you can expect. Book haul. Yeah, I'll try to film that like this week. Before I forget the books that I picked up. Yeah. So thank you guys for watching. I'm back. Different editing yellow. I forgot to say in my second half of the vlog. Oh, my hair. I forgot to say that I'm trying to come out of this not being as terminally online as I usually am. I want to still like make my content and stuff, but oh my god, my hair. But I'm hoping to take this like I'm hoping to, it's just gonna do that. I'm hoping to come out of being off the computer for like 3 weeks with not being on it as much. We'll see, just because editing and everything takes a lot of time and content making takes a lot of time. But I'm hoping that since it's not going to be like 100 degrees for much longer, fingers crossed, that I can get back to like doing my like active outside stuff and things like that. I don't know if I want to go back to the gym, especially with everything that's happening in the world. But I want to get back to being more active. I wasn't because winter got me down and then it was 100 degrees and then I was traveling. So I'm hoping to get back into that just to feel better, like to add it into my list of things to do. So that's something else I want to work on now that I'm back, is my content and being more active. And I should probably find a job now that this trip's out of the way. But okay, back to whatever previous editing Nella was saying. Yeah, sorry if you were really into the planting. You missed out on 20 whole minutes of it, and you missed out on the end of it, seeing all of them done because of my stupid phone. Like, it was cool, an idea. I hope the audio wasn't too bad. I hope the audio wasn't too bad here. I try not to record when I have the AC running, but I had to record with it right now. So that's also the other problem, is that it's like 100 degrees. Today it's only like 85, thank God. But I still don't want to turn my AC off unless it's early in the day, because otherwise it just gets super hot. So I'm gonna have to start recording early in the day, which just messes up other things in my day. So I hate this heat. I hate it. I hate it so much. I'm ready for winter again. I don't like summer. I'm done. I'm done with summer. Okay, anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you watched this whole thing, it's probably like 30 minutes long at this point. I appreciate you. I'm back. I'll be more active on like Twitter and YouTube and Twitch. Hopefully I can start streaming again soon, but I do have to do a full reinstall of Windows in order to do that. And I don't want to do that again. And then reinstall everything else. Oh God. So we'll see when I get around to doing that. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you want. I put out videos every day of the week. 3 days a week it's my archive footage, and 2 days a week it's whatever the heck I want to put out. So thank you for watching. I appreciate you. It's good to be back, and I hope to put out some stuff. Cubby says he's good. He's glad I'm back too. I hope to put out some stuff that you guys like in the near future. So exactly, Cubby. Exactly what he said. Bye. Yeah.